What is up, YouTube? It is McCoy for Heisman, and I'm recapping the Texans' win over the Browns. The final score was 30 to 12. Texans dominated as expected. Browns were not. They're not a good team. I mean, I love McCoy. He's my boy, but his offense is not good. I mean, damn. Their defense is average, but Texans won 30 to 12. They dominated that game, just flat out dominated. I mean, Texans had over 350-yard total offense. Browns had 172. So Chris Obanaya, who was a Texan in preseason and for like 2 games in regular season, we cut him. The Browns picked him up, but he didn't do good. He had 13 carries for 28 yards. 10 yards was his longest, 2.2 yards a carry. But it was a good victory. We're 6-3 for the first time in team history. Congrats to Aaron Foster. He set the franchise record for rushing touchdowns with 24. We now have the number one total defense in the NFL. Never thought I'd say that about the Texans. We have the number one total defense, number 4 pass defense, number 3 rush defense. This team is for real. I'm telling you, once they get Andre back, they will be in the AFC Championship game. Foster and Tate have a chance for both 1,000-yard seasons. If it wasn't for Tate or even Foster, Tate or Foster would be the league leading rusher right now. Brooks Reed has 4 sacks in 4 games, 23 tackles or 25 tackles, and 4 sacks in 4 games. He had 2 sacks against Cleveland. This team is for real. We're 14th in the NFL in passing, 2nd in rushing, like 2nd in passing yards given up, and 4th in rushing yards given up. Yeah, people say, "Oh well, y'all haven't played anyone." Well, think about it like this: in the past 2 years, the Super Bowl champions, their last 6 teams have not made playoffs. That they've beaten have not had a winning record. Think about that. Think about it. So before Texans don't have control on how the other team is doing. They go out, handle their business, and then when that team comes, when the Steelers come, Ravens, etc., Texans will be ready. But let's get to the game. It was a dominating effort. It was just dominating. But yeah, so let's get to it. The Texans started off scoring with a 27-yard run by Ben Tate to go up 7-0. Then after a Chris Obanaya fumble, recovered by J.J. Watt, forced by D'Amico Ryans, Matt Shaw ran in from 2 yards out to make it 14-3. After like a 65-yard return by Joshua Cribbs, that dude is dangerous. The Browns got on the scoreboard with a 50-yard field goal from Phil Dawson, make it 14-3. Then in the second quarter, the Texans scored to make it 21-3 by a 19-yard run by Aaron Foster. Then off an interception by Quentin Dimms, thrown by my boy Colt McCoy, returned by 20 yards. Neil Rackers kicked the field goal to make it 24-3 right at halftime. Then third, Texans scored again on a 21-yard field goal by Neil Rackers, make it 27-3. And the Browns got on the scoreboard again with a 51-yard field goal to make it 27-6. And then Texas scored another field goal, make it 50-yard field goal to make it 30-6. Then in about crunch time, there was a touchdown pass from Colt McCoy to Joshua Cribbs. 2-point conversion failed, make it 30-12, and that's your final score. Total yards. Texans had 380, Browns had 172. Passing yards, Brown had 128, Texans had 119. Rushing, Browns had 44, Texans had 261. That's a team record. So props to the O-line, Foster, Daniels, Tate, Jones, all the receivers, all the blockers. Congrats to y'all. Red zone, 2 for 4. For the Browns, 1 for 1. turnovers, Browns had 2, Texans had 1. Passing, Shaw was 14 for 23, 119 yards, 1 interception. Rushing, Foster had 19 carries, 124 yards, and 1 touchdown. Tate had 12 rushes, 115 yards, and 1 touchdown. Ward had 6 rushes for 22 yards. Schaub had 3 rushes for no yards. Receiving, Daniels had 3 catches, 32 yards. Jones had 2 catches, 28 yards. Drayson had 2 catches, 27 yards. And Foster had 5 catches for 26 yards. Kevin Walter had 1 catch for 5 yards. And James Casey had 1 catch for 1 yard. Fumbles, J.J. Watt recovered. Interception by Quinn Demps, like I said. We had 4 sacks total. Brooks Reed was a leader with 2. And we had 8 QB hits. Brooks Reed was leader with 3. And Brian Cushing was leader in tackles. McManus had 3 returns for 67 yards. Jason had 1 return for no yards. Jones had 2 punt returns for 56 yards. Longest was a 50-yarder. I thought he would take it to the house on that one. Neil Rackers was 3 for 3. Field goals, 50 was the longest, and 3 for 3 in extra points. Brett Hardman had 2 punts for 95 yards, 1 touchback. The attendance was 71,511, second largest in team history. So this was a dominating effort. When you make a team one-dimensional, they can't do much. They really can't. This defense is gelling at the right time. So, just past the halfway point. About halfway point of the season. And this is when the Texans usually blow it. This is when they blow the games that they're supposed to win. I don't see it happen. I really don't. This team is too strong. They got a mindset. They really have a mindset. So that's my view on it. It was a dominant effort, 30-12. Texas played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Tampa Bay at noon on CBS. I see the Texans blowing out Tampa Bay Bucks. They have league's worst defense, or bottom half of defense. Their offense is ranked 15th, but Gerald McCoy is out for the season, so Texans are pretty much licking their chops. Aaron Foster and Ben Tate are going to have some big days. But that's my view, so comment, subscribe, like, do whatever, and I will see y'all guys later.